Hello all, this is Zimnala coming back for another round of the Quester. We are going to be loading back into our New Game Plus save and continuing where we left off, exploring the fourth area. Without further ado, we will pop off and get into it. Our plan is pretty much we're gonna hit all the safes and just keep going to the left. Set up our attacks real quick. Triple poison. You're gonna get yourself an air raid and the attack. Force an air raid. We are now golden. It's a bit of a crapshoot if we actually get value out of the mineral ores, so I'm not going too hard at them currently, and I don't think we're getting our items back anymore, so I think we reached a limit to what we can get back that way. So not gonna go too far out of my way in that regard anymore. Now if we put on another recycling item on someone, maybe it would be important again. I know there's a million safes everywhere. Oh, did I actually get that USB? I don't actually remember. I'm gonna go check that out. I think I did, but I'm gonna go double check. Otherwise I won't remember for this whole playthrough. Yeah, I know. So fair enough. That would have bothered me if I hadn't checked it, that was it. Easy come, easy go. We reached our limit again. Each time we do, it's gonna get us a little closer, so we're gonna keep rolling along with this plan. We did find the next one. Yep, so that got a good portion of that area sorted out on the north. We got another RPG at least. That was a pretty uncommon item from what I remember. Not one we want to use, but it was uncommon, so at least we can level it up. Wow, you actually got someone, huh? Not even the weakest one either. Well, that got us into the next area, at least. Max AP up is good. I don't think we're gonna switch out to use them though. Until someone's max level, and then we can decide which other character we want in here, so they are technically a contender, I suppose. But we'll decide once we get to that point. Oh dang. You got him. We have no chance of resurrecting someone before the end of a battle anyway. So, might as well just get it done quick. Deal with it. Yeah, that other guy was just stuck asleep, so that's a little unfortunate for them. Okay, yep, we've been sent back. Cool. What did you end up getting? Another max AP up, that's pretty good. Okay. We are definitely starting to sort out the areas a little more fully. Hello there. I'm doing alright. How are you doing? Just working my way through the New Game Plus, looking for my last encyclopedia entries in my last quester. I want to see the rest of this game's content. Cool. That area is sorted. Also looking for another boss that'll let us raise up to our next skill point. Yep. So now we've completely sorted out that region. North to south. Cool. If we get lucky, we'll come across those bosses again, but they're a little less common than I would wish. Or even the gem guy would be good. Every gem is a chance to find another quester. Well, you're welcome to make as much art as you want, but I'm not putting any money towards it. But yes, if you want to make art, I do not mind. You are welcome to draw any of the things that you wish in this universe. Pretty sure that's how art works anyway. We're gonna get sent back soon, but that's okay. Cool, that item's gonna be maxed out. So will the crossbow. Don't see us wanting to keep it though. I think Viper's the one I got rid of, right? Kinda wish I had an indicator when you've already like maxed out one, but I mean, it's fine. Eventually I'll only need a few and I'll be able to remember which ones those are. Or I'll just be done with the game, it won't really matter either way. I think I'm gonna have to move down here when I finish this left area and get that little nibbling bit. There's a lot of pink chests along this way. It's pretty useful to go this way. I'd say we got pretty far that run. So now we can take a second and see who else we're gonna want to bring for the final fight and start leveling them up. So they've got AP up. We don't want them because they want to use guns. You also have a decent amount of the physical attacks. And you regen. That's not bad. You also regen and have AP up, so that's 2 of the 3 things we'd want. And you have Roar. Roar makes you good. That'd be double detonators though, but that wouldn't be terrible. Don't really need assault, so that might not be a good choice for us, but immortality is good. Yeah, you want to use guns, I don't really care about that. What do you have going on? Yeah. So it's looking like our best bets is to go back for her and just rely on all of that carrying us through. Let's see, increased output doesn't really help us because she's not gonna... I guess it would also help her if she used mechanical weapons though. Well, she doesn't have AP up or anything else, so that's really not anything I need to worry about, so... Really wish that they'd gotten more HP skills. So yeah, we might end up doing a second detonator, because like they've got most of what we want right here. So let's remove that from them and move it over to here. Yeah, they had the pilgrimage. I just had to make sure of that was the one that had it. Don't really need 2 pilgrimage stamps on anyone. Did I not? Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't actually. Okay. There we go. I didn't actually put them in the party. I just moved their location on that. So yeah, we can get our katana. I think it was the Damascus we were using. Because I had the 2 passive abilities that we liked. Cool. And there still might be a better option that we haven't found yet, but so far that's been working and I'm okay with it. Just being stubborn. As well, the increased output might be more useful for like certain situations. I don't think I'd end up using it most of the time because the biggest thing that I want out of them is taking the heat off of our other damage dealing ones down here by roaring. And the roar also tends to increase their attack chances as well. So if they're a stubborn and dodgy enemy, it makes it easier for them to hit it. Yeah, that was kind of rough having this big guy. I guess they actually can do some damage if they target one person. But it's okay. We just take a mild hit to our fuel. It's not a crisis. We didn't get too much further, but we did get punked a little bit by a few things. It's okay. We have to level up anyway. It's waiting very patiently to attack us. That was pretty fun. Well, it's cute that you gave us 2 of them, but we're gonna just dismantle both of them, so it doesn't matter. Actually, I might keep an extra one because, like, it gave me a second chance to get it on the next run. I want to keep an extra of accessories that are actually useful. So there's not only one chance to get them. Oh, snip snips. Always love to see them. Yeah, they got a pretty couple good attacks on us. That's unfortunate. But I think we're gonna win. I got another Hellhound. That's cool. Well, in the words of an older philosopher from my generation, art is an explosion. Kaboom. He really wants us to have more of the pilgrimage stamps, huh? Well, now we're making some progress. We're not quite at the left side of the map, but this is a little area that has treasure chests in it, so we're almost around the corner. Cool, another championship trophy. That's exciting. Looks like we won another one. Oh, we got another Hellfire too. That must be one of our missing items. It's another drone. This one wants to shoot bullets, which is unfortunate because we don't really use that one very much. Drone equipped with the Hell-mounted cannon, the improved version of the Hellkite. The name still fits its function. Okay, so they were just unimaginative. Understood. So that's only 9 items left to find. Cool beans. Yeah, I don't really use either of those, so that's probably not gonna work out. I find avoiding social media is very good for not having to worry about things. They sure do. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I have the actual solicitation terms blocked, but you know, it's fine. I know. I was waiting to see if they'd actually do anything more interesting. To be honest, I was kind of wondering. Yeah, I don't think there's too many more bases in New Game Plus 1, so I might have to carry into New Game Plus 2 to actually find the last survivor, which is fine. I guess that's actually pretty standard. It looked like most people headed into New Game Plus 2 to get all the survivors. I mean, from what I understand, it actually scales up to New Game Plus 10, and then it stops increasing in difficulty. Not that I plan on taking it all that far. I actually hear the second game's a lot better. Kind of, yeah. Every time you open a new base, or rescue, or like, go to one of the gem creatures that randomly spawn, you have a chance of getting a bunch of events. One of which is finding one of the survivors. but you don't have like a preset chant. Like it's just random, completely random. You could get like no survivors, or you could get a bunch of them. We're only missing like one. I don't think this last one actually is one, because you're supposed to get 1 for 3 for each class, and there's 8 classes. But maybe there is an extra one. Who knows? We're also missing 9 items in our encyclopedia, so I want to see all the content in the game first before I give it up. There's a second game in the series, but I hear it's very similar. Which, I enjoyed this game. I actually hear it's got quality of life improvements, maybe? So, yeah. Like, maybe the regular enemies aren't really that, like, strategic at this point. I've kind of got that down to a science, but the bosses are actually relatively complex sometimes. Especially the last boss. The last boss I had to strategize last time. I wonder if it'll actually be easier with stronger items, or if it'll actually be harder because it's higher level. Yeah, the biggest thing that changes is the enemies have like 30% more hit points, so you have to fight them for longer, which means you have to actually survive through a couple rounds with them occasionally. So, it should actually get harder, because you won't just one-shot everything eventually. So maybe New Game Plus I'll have to actually engage. Hey, there's one of the gem creatures. That's a chance at a survivor. Yeah. Thing is, there's no point trying to revive them, because that would actually not take effect if I kill the enemy. I'd have to waste a turn just not doing anything else with anyone else, and I'd have to reset all my commands, so it's better just take the resource hit than to... Oh. Okay, it's in the next map, but it's fine. It's not gotten away, it's just running. We'll get ya. Get back here. It'll move wrong. There you go. Yep, we got our last quester. Rescued Edge. They were a stealer. I think this is the last one. We won't see what they're about till we get back to the base. Okay, well that's gonna mean we're not gonna get much further into this region because we did that, but still getting the quester was worth it. So I think every one of the items we're missing is actually in this area. It's just we're gonna have to chase down the treasure safes afterwards until we get them. I think I can get a little bit of down here mapped, but not much. Yeah, but from what I hear, some of the systems in it are actually a little different, even if it looks the same. At least that was what I saw in reviews. I don't think the reviews would have been as glowing if it actually was exactly the same. So either there's funnier monsters or something, so you get scavenge, that's cool. After I finish leveling him up, I'll look to see what he actually looks like. He looks very edgy, which is kind of funny, because that's his name. Yeah, all the characters in this are absolutely over the top, and I love it. Oh yeah, I love the Etrian Odyssey games. The only thing that made it so I had to take a break between them, because I did finish the first one, is that the gameplay is actually extremely similar. So I felt if I played more than one right after another, I would actually get a little sick of it. So I've taken off like half a year or so between them. But I did really like the first one. Oh, you get Treasure Hunter too, that's useful. I mean, honestly, I might bring this guy in because he has Treasure Hunter, because that'll increase how many items I get. I don't think I need the damage nearly as much as that now. So let's look at Edge. What do you got going on? Well, your starting skills aren't amazing. Acoustic Ball doesn't do anything for us. But Treasure Hunter and Max AP are good, and Scavenge will get us a little bit of materials if we weren't pretty much maxed out most of the time. Okay. But yeah, we will bring you in. Here we can actually... Oh, how did that happen? That's not what I clicked. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna put some stuff on ya. This is gonna lower our combat strength a little bit, but I think we'll still be fine. So we were using a pilgrimage stamp book. We were just using random swords. It's fine. They weren't exactly random. Damascus was one. The other one was Katana, I think. There we go. Oh, he can't use Katana. Interesting. What's our other option? I think this also has dual wielding. That's all we wanted was dual wielding anyway. Double dual wielding's good. Cool, that'll work. Yeah, what I figured out is that Treasure Hunter makes it so that you just get better chance of getting chests and things like that, and when you open a chest you get extra items and things like that. What do you want to do? Triple slash? Sounds good to me. That was another item we didn't have. We got plate mail. Just a better defense than the chainmail. Still, it's got HP up on it, and that's always good. Because, like, as long as we don't die from a monster's hits, we're pretty much immortal. As long as they can't one-shot us in one round. I suppose I don't know if Treasure Hunter stacks either, so... But all the other skills stack, so I feel like it does. We'll find out. If I get 3 items from a... Ooh, see, that's what I mean, like, they can just focus someone down like that, and that will kill someone. Yeah, it's specifically just the treasure chests that can do 3. I mean, multiple. See, it says the treasure hunters never give up and you found one, so I don't know if that just increases the chances of the second item. Oh, it's a boss! Okay. This could be a little rough because they are starting out with 4 times 75, so someone's going to die on the first round. We will try it, and if we have to run away and give it another round, we will. But these guys drop the best loot in the game. It's in their drop tables. It's the only thing that they drop, so we're gonna give this a shot anyway. So your attacks are actually weaker than the other characters, so what you're going to do... So actually your defense is even weaker, so you should maybe just do this. We don't need to overcomplicate it. We already have one acoustic ball going out. We don't need to. There's literally nothing else that they could do that's useful right now. Fair enough. Okay, we'll see how this goes. But these guys can hit like a truck if they get their lucky, like, yeah, look at that. We might have to bail on this and try it again with better luck on the first round. Actually, we might be able to do something here, because none of these is damaging enough to kill us. So, he has a skill called Zombie Powder. This can resurrect literally everyone. The only downside is that it uses up our drugs, which is our passive healing. But I guess as long as we don't die, we are okay. So we'll do a first aid to help a little bit out. Let's hope for the best. We didn't do any damage this round, really, but this should bring our people back to life, even if it's at low health. And our passive healing raised everyone nearly full anyway, so as long as we get the chance to resurrect people, it's not too bad. They've got 1 4x, that's not too bad. Okay, we don't need zombie powder, we can get air raid going. And he's making drugs every round, so like, he's recovering what we just spent. We're still gonna first aid because that doesn't use drugs up. Okay, I think this is okay. That was a dicey beginning though. This is what I mean, like there's some strategy to this, because if you pay close attention, you can survive something that was as bad as that. But we might still be screwed here. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to bail on this and try again. Well, this is certainly more manageable. We'll only get 1 item per killing him though, but that's still fine. We're not going to need the extra drugs. We can just destroy this fool. 1 of these is not dangerous enough. We're not going to extensive throw because there's only 1. I guess they can acoustic ball instead and you can just attack. Yeah, we came close to actually winning. Like, if we had killed one of them, we would have been fine, but... Like, we're still gonna have to resurrect, but we're gonna win this one. Ouch. Okay, none of these is a 4x, so we should be fine. So we're gonna resurrect again, and I guess I will actually have you make drugs. I think that's what I was gonna do. We're still good on our air raid supplies. We're out of the materials to acoustic ball though. I guess I'll saw blade to lower the defense. Okay, I think we're okay again. He's just trying to heal this time, and that's not gonna work out for him at all. They give a ton of experience too over regular enemies. Yeah, we didn't need this item, but you still gotta keep trying. Okay. So now what we can do is reset our skills to what we want them to be. We don't need Saw Blade, we want extensive throwing and just regular slash. Because slash makes enemies bleed versus the attack, and some of our characters get bonuses when enemies are bleeding. Yeah, part of why that was so rough is because he's like 25 levels too small to really help a lot. It also cuts into his survivability, but like that'll be solved by just leveling up. I do think we're getting more of the double turns. I think it's a higher chance, not a chance at a third one. I could still be wrong though, like it could still just happen that we get a third one anyway. Because I was originally hoping it was an additional roll, not just a higher chance. Because it does that with the scavenger bonus. We only got one that turn. That actually lends credence to the fact that it might be an additional roll, because you can just keep rolling low if it's an additional roll. This whole area that we're working our way towards has some good treasure in it. It has an orange chest. An orange chest has superior loot. These pink guys can be surprisingly damaging. Because we even have like an extra defensive shield on, boosting our HP up. And they're still like pumping us down when they get a chance. Usually we kill them in the first round, but not always. These big ones can do some good damage too. We did want more Zeuses, so that was good. That's the type of drone I've been using so far, so I'd love to get another one of those leveled up. I'm still hoping that our scientist guy gets another AP from the next skill point we get, because that would actually let me change him out for a better weapon set. Doesn't take a long time of digging through debris to actually use up all your fuel, though. Yep, there's our save. It was just a Thunder Sword, but I think the Thunder Sword was okay. It was a mechanical weapon, not a blade, though, so it doesn't work with the dual wielding unless we switch to mechanical weapons. But 3 levels are nothing to sneeze at. He'll be at another skill point in no time. What I've noticed is the regular attacks by these guys aren't so bad, but the +2 damage to every attack really hits hard when it's a 4x attack. It's like the extra 2 level bonus that we got only gives us 2 extra hit points, but these guys are hitting 8 extra damage. So it gives you that extra threshold of possibly dying. Yeah, I don't mind that the sequel's gonna be similar to this, because I really liked this. I wouldn't mind playing more of it, but a little different. Still gonna probably take off like a couple weeks to a month between them. Not really sick of this yet, but I might be by the time I get all the items. We're at 8 left to get. Because I could New Game Plus after I finish mapping this area out, but I do think all the items I need left are found in this last area, so I might just go through doing these runs until I find them. New Game Plus isn't gonna make level 2 isn't gonna make it more likely I am to get items. Oh, cool. I'll check it out. I'm gonna look at something real quick. I feel like there was something else I played by them recently. Or at least fairly recently. Yeah, what other games did they make? Oh, that does look similar, you're right. Interesting. Yeah, I'll probably end up checking it out if it's similar. I did really like these. Yeah, I recommend it. It's a good time. Like, all the items in it are hilarious. So it kind of reminds me of, like, Disgaea in a way. But what I will say is, this just looks like normal Japan to me. I don't see anything outside of the ordinary. So the fact that they're trying to say that it's post-apocalyptic, I don't really see it. So you didn't mention it, but there was another game that was a little similar to this. And there's actually a sequel to it that I haven't played. But it was basically about like puppets and stuff. Labyrinth of Refrain, Coven of Dusk. Like that was actually a really interesting game. I was a little like these. So if you haven't checked that one out, I do kind of recommend it. So now we have this little nook in, but we're still going to dip in here to get the treasure chest every time, because that's the max level loot chest on this floor. I still think there's a chance that the only way we can get some of the last items is to fight those treasure bosses, though, like, because they give level 9 loot. They're not the only enemy that does, but they are the only enemy that you can reliably find. Well, semi-reliably find. Like, they always spawn somewhere on the floor. Thing is that as we've been doing New Game Plus, like our purification maximum's pretty high now, so we have a higher chance of being able to explore the whole floor, especially if we put on more of the recycle skills. Because then it'll mean we'll just recover more each time we do a resource module. If it comes down to it, I'll do that. Yeah, I have both of them, but if you haven't played Refrain, you should play that first, because I guess the second one's a lot like it, but usually Refrain is cheaper. But I had a lot of fun with it. I don't really want to talk too much about it. Oh, here's a treasure guy. Not that I think it has anything we specifically need, but there could theoretically be another survivor. I don't know that there isn't. There's technically a spot for one, but I didn't hear about it. So we got food. That's fine. But what I did hear is that there's 3 of each survivor, so now we have all 3 that I know of. Maybe there's a bonus character you can get. That would be funny. I still think even if we were to not do New Game Plus or not do New Game Plus, it's still going to take longer to fill out this bestiary than anything else. It's fine to say I only have 8 items left to get, but you gotta realize I've actually cleared out like the whole dungeon twice, so the chances of getting those items must be pretty low. Oh yeah, we got distracted from our normal route by the gem guy, so it's probably gonna shorten our route a little bit. I mean, I've been playing games like this ever since the olden days. Like, maybe they weren't all turn-based, but like I played games like Castle of the Winds, I think it's called. Like that was like my first introduction to like the roguelike genre. And this isn't exactly roguelike, but it kind of is. I guess it could be said this is also a little bit like Ogre Battle without the political stuff, because like you don't really tell your guys exactly what to do. You just set up the composition and tell them when to attack and to what skills to use. They still pick whoever they're going to attack. Yeah, I know. That is a pretty old one. But actually, I rather enjoyed it. I mean, there's some even wilder deep cuts. Like, there was a really, like, ghetto, game called The Land that basically followed a series of novels, worlds, called the Chronicles of Thomas Covenant, but that game was pretty difficult. Yeah, I've actually never played the Wizardry games, believe it or not, but I'm actually planning on getting into them at some stage going forward, but I'll probably do all of them in order. And probably take breaks between them. Maybe. It depends on how I'm feeling, how long they are, how repetitive they get. I understand they're really difficult. I understand they're actually a little similar to another game that I've played a lot of called Demise: Rise of the Kutan. If you've never heard of that one, my YouTube channel has like a series of that I've been playing off and on. Although I haven't uploaded a video of it in a while. It is a game I've played like 10,000 hours in past iterations, so it's not a game I'm gonna stop playing, it's just one I'm taking a break from. Oh, okay, cool. I love that game. Like, I have like 10,000 hours in it, in an older version. Which might sound excessive, but like it is kind of a forever game in many ways. But I decided to limit my time playing it because I was never experiencing anything else. And it might be a little useless that I'm leveling everyone up using the live camera, but the thing is that they might actually end up having a useful skill, so I don't want to put like them into my main party, but I want to see what their skills that they learn are. So he got gadgets, that's fine. It's fair, so like it doesn't even matter that you haven't learned about it for long, because like you gotta realize that the expanded game of this, I only learned about it about a year ago too, so like I only know the base game. So most of the actual new stuff is completely new to me, and so is the main game was changed quite a bit too. Well, technically Demise is a multiplayer game if you can actually find people to connect to each other. But you can't really like help each other a lot other than cast spells on each other and rescue each other. But in a very technical sense of the world, it could be actually multiplayer. I mean, in order to get a multiplayer game in this genre, you might have to revive some of the ancient muds of the old days. Unfortunately, the gaming genre has largely moved away from this as being more of a regular thing. I still think there's a lot of potential in it. I mean, this might seem weird, but probably the closest thing that might come close to a similar game to this might actually be something like classic RuneScape. Even though it's not one I would recommend, it actually does have similar gameplay to some of these, if you only had a single character. Oh, here's the boss. And his first round is not that bad. Cool. What do we want to do to him? We'll saw blade him up. We will do an acoustic ball. You can do 3 rounds. You can create gadgets. That's actually kind of useful. We're not going to do it right now, though. Interesting that the gadgets might actually come in handy. Maybe I want you to be making more drugs, because I think we're gonna need them. But otherwise, I think we're gonna see how this goes. But yeah, I haven't really heard of like any multiplayer games specifically in this genre. But it doesn't mean they don't exist. It could just mean I haven't heard of them. So this guy's got a 4x and we don't like that. They're probably going to end up dying this round and we'll have to resurrect them. But hopefully we can kill this guy right here. That's my current hope. I guess I'm gonna start replenishing this so that we can at least maintain the ratio. But I have a feeling this is gonna hurt. I think 15 is enough drugs at this moment until we need to do something. I might switch you off of one of your poisons for first aid to like help our lowest person out. That at least takes one of them out of the equation. But this guy is gonna... Yeah, I knew they were gonna kill at least one person. It's okay, I anticipated it. This is still manageable. But we're gonna get 2 items at least. Because we actually managed to kill them both. Assuming it doesn't go sideways. So we're out of gadgets, but we actually probably don't need to worry about it. We can probably go back to... just regular attacking. This should be fine. Yeah, please. Yeah, it was rough. So we got a little lucky. This could potentially be a party wipe, by the way. I'm going to still try for it. Because if we don't kill it this round, it's going to kill us. So you know, it's basically all in. Because like 4x is going to kill them regardless, but we're gonna try. Yes. So we have both of these items, but these are gonna upgrade them. Cool. That was close, but we did win. I don't mind that slowed down what we were doing, because actually that stuff's actually pretty fun. The actual challenging battles are pretty fun in this. Yep. I think this is everything we wanted to do. All of that definitely shortened our run, but it's okay. I do think like character level also affects your chances to break the materials quicker, because I am noticing that it's getting easier to break them. Unless it's actually the scavenge ability that does that. It might be the scavenge ability, actually. I'm gonna go read it again. Because he actually has the scavenge ability. It doesn't say it does that, but it might do it anyway. I wouldn't be surprised if there were hidden mechanics. But it could be level based and not, or stat based, which would be the same thing, kind of, because you level, your stats go up when you level. But it's definitely breaking materials a little easier than it used to. One HP, huh? Yeah, like, I kind of like it because then I have to learn from empirical evidence. Like, I actually like having to pay attention and actually just experience it. Like, I think there's too many games that have too much information out about them. That's actually what I like the best about Demise, is that almost all the information in Demise is universally kept secret. Like, players just refuse to tell each other about them. A laser pistol looks new. So like this is interesting because this is a gun that uses different stats than the other guns. So all the other guns are like dexterity and dexterity, or like these ones, which is, some of them are like vitality and shooting. But this laser pistol isn't going to be dexterity and intelligence. So some characters could get more out of this, although it's not that strong. So a gun admired by boys that can shoot laser heat rays instead of bullets, it shoots with energy packs. But lasers are good for lighting things on fire, so you can get like the burning bonus. But it also can lower their defense and resistance, which isn't bad. But I don't think, it's more of a utility than a damage thing, because I don't think these are super damaging. This might be something you put on like these scouts and if you needed the extra debuffs. I already get burning and bleeding though, so I don't really need that because like the force current lights things on fire. Also, burning and bleeding has like a cap to it, so it's not that useful to stack. So, and you only really need like one thing that gets it by end game, because the most they can ever do per turn is 60 damage. Nothing else over that actually applies. So every time we kill one of these bases, it has a chance of spawning those gem guys as well. These guys can hit pretty hard. And the fact that 2 of them survived to the fighting stage was actually kind of bad, but we didn't lose a second player. This is probably going to send us back soon though. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, I mean, finding those bosses is exactly what I want to do, so like, even though it kind of like wasted my ability to explore more, they're exactly what I want to find. I do think that New Game Plus gives a higher chance at these harder mob groups though, because like there's definitely way more purples and reds now that I'm on New Game Plus 1. So I guess that could be a reason to go to New Game Plus 2, is so that you actually get more enemies, which gives you more items. For a couple of reasons, like the big like red groups are the ones that have the chance to have the secret barnacle enemy in this area. It just has a random chance to be one of the enemies, but only in the bigger groups. You'll also level up faster with more enemies, like the harder enemy groups, although they'll also have a better chance of killing you. So, there is that. This might actually legitimately be a pretty hard game after a couple of New Game Pluses though, so if I actually finish exploring this, I might keep playing it just to see how hard it does get. I am moderately curious. Because so far it's only been dangerous until I level up in an area. But if it's like a stacking 30% extra hit points every single New Game Plus, that's gonna mean I have to survive multiple rounds, maybe even against these low-level mobs, and they can actually hit pretty hard if you let them stay alive. So I might have to come up with better strategies for doing it than my Glass Cannon Adventureland party here. Running 2 Stealers, and Stealers have the lowest damage and HP capabilities of all the classes. I guess I won't need them if I actually get all the items though, because essentially getting more items won't be important. I mean, because maybe the strategy isn't, at that point, isn't kill them as quick as possible, it's make yourself incredibly impossible to kill. And turtle up and go that way. Because even the turtle characters can do okay damage, it's just not as fast as these characters. Like, there's no, like, damage fall off for using double shields, it's just, it's not a big damage fallout. It's not that there's none. Thing is that the swords actually have like stacking things that give extra bonuses that wouldn't be on it, but shields have their own stuff. They have dual wielding on shields. Yeah, but if I think if I had a chance of getting a triple item from a safe, I would have already gotten it by now, so it doesn't stack in the way I wanted it to, but it might still increase the chances of it working. Look at this, actual new territory. You get patience. That's fine. I don't think I'll ever use it. There's better defensive skills in that one. I mean, almost all their other skills were pretty good. So one that's not as good is fine. Actually, we might be able to level something up. I haven't looked in a little bit. We don't need any more parry anything. Actually, we're gonna have to dismantle items. We're gonna actually max out our items soon. I mean, this is the reason why I was mostly maxed out on my materials, is because dismantling items just gives you just way too much. Thing is, we don't need the crowbar. We've got a better item for that. The Swiss army knife. It does the same thing for us. We don't need that one at all. And there's never been a time where I've wanted to use a blunt enemy object at all. They just don't have as good of abilities as swords. And there aren't any skills that specifically want it either. And the one thing I learned from my first New Game Plus is don't save any character things in your inventory you don't want to carry into New Game Plus. Cause like you want to keep it at the point where all the items you find are useful to you. The only ones I would carry that aren't it are ones I haven't maxed out yet, because I want to max them out in the book. But there's a lot less of those now after this run. Like anything you +3 is maxed out. This is a better version of the other one, but we haven't found a second one yet. Some of these I'm not sure if I've maxed out, but some of them I remember, so I'll do a more thorough search in a while. I'm just doing some cleanup before I merge them. I'll do a little bit of merging on the areas we've gone through. Yep, we've maxed out that one. Cool. That one should be maxed out now too. And that's a boost to our Nightingale, so this one's actually maxed out for the first time. That's one we're gonna actually keep for sure, because it's pretty good. I still like the name of this one, Don't Burn to Death. It's a flamethrower that's not a flamethrower, it does everything else though. Suction Coon we already maxed. Recycler we are going to max now. We're gonna keep it though, because Recycler is not a bad thing for the bonus abilities. It can at least stay in the rotation even though it's not the best in its category. Hellhound is not a bad flamethrower, but we also... It has a lot of strength. I might keep it in case there's some utility later, but I don't think we need to, actually. I guess... So this one's been maxed as well. This is good because it gives you Arsonist. If there's a flamethrower to grab that you want for damage, this might be the better one, because the buffs are better than any of the damage. Because this is like, heals you for like 30 hit points if there's an enemy on fire each turn. And like boost everything by like 30%. And the ability stack, so if you already have the ability, it's a second buff on top of that. Yep, so we wanted to level up a second Zeus. We don't need Moss Man. I think Mad Dog is one we haven't maxed though. We don't need Cowboy. Sakura is useless. We've already got one it's really not that good. I think we finished the auto shotgun. Good, we can get rid of Thumber Drum. We don't need this. Oh good, we're done with the grenade launcher now. It's not bad, but it's not something we'd use. If someone wanted to use it, it's probably fine. We did get a few Aegis though, like this is one we haven't maxed out. It seemed fine, like Has a stun attack on it and HP up, which is not bad. Although Fortress might be better because it gets the stun attack and it has the ability of the strongholds. The power doesn't like matter for like them too much if you're using it for defense, because it doesn't affect how much it protects you. It just is the damage when you attack with it. Now we can disassemble all those other useless ones. We don't want to keep now, so we're not going to keep quite a few of these like this. We're not going to use a sledgehammer. We need the extra squeaky hammers. I don't think we want a kunai. The only thing that's good is it also has dual blading if for some reason you wanted to use these. Like, huge shuriken is kind of funny. Believe it. But I don't think it's useful. This is the weapon we were using with the other character. It's actually not bad. So I will keep it around. It has utility, but we're not going to currently use. Actually, no, I don't actually think it's as good as the other one we were using. I changed my mind. We finished Jet Hammer. We're definitely never going to use the Don't Burn to Deaths, even though it's funny as heck. I think I finished Little Bomber, but I just can't remember, so I'm not going to get rid of it yet. I'll look before I actually ascend to New Game Plus 2. Super Splasher was just a basically a gun that was a shotgun, but it could also... I'm not looking at the right one. Like, it didn't actually have an attack, so it wasn't useful. Just poisons enemies, so it was completely useless, because it wastes your drugs on that. Behind You is a really funny name for a shotgun. And none of these humidifiers were any good. Plate mail was better than the chain mail. I might keep it around. These right here were good for getting attention and for more max AP, so I might keep 2 of them. They have their potential usage. These are an AP item, so I'll keep them. That gives a boost to damage. We don't need more than 1 electrical scabbard. We don't need more than 1 more of these pilgrimage stamp books, but having 1 on is incredibly helpful. It makes you largely immune to debuffs. The first aid kits are good for like just absolute butt tons of drugs, so 1 person having them on pretty much sets you up for the passive healing that I have right now. Although I might have 2 on. I haven't looked in a little bit. Alright, so let's get out of here and look at how much we actually have now. Just 9 pages, that's useful again. Yeah, we got rid of 10 pages of absolute junk. So we need to find 7 more items. What I did find interesting is it kind of looks like Edge gets more hit points than the other one. Because they're both the same class, so they definitely get different stats than each other. On top of different skills. Wow, that one guy did enough damage to mostly kill us if we hadn't been lucky. That's pretty wild. I wonder if the execution skills will actually be much more important in New Game Plus higher ones, because it just has a certain chance of one-shotting enemies no matter what their hit point is. Ouch, that hurt. I think we can still win. Alright, now it's looking a little dicier. I'm gonna have to retreat from this. We're going back to base soon. That was a rougher fight than it should have been, by usual. Kudos to you, you made me run away. Oh, we got another behind you. That's exciting. Honestly, those big guys have a chance at the best loot too. So this is actually a really good spot to go for the items. Well, I might actually move to the first one and just to explore it to look for one more boss. If I get one more boss, I'll get more abilities on people. That will make it a little easier. We can go back to farming there shortly. And it's pretty stubborn. I guess I'm also stubborn. I got execution, cool. That's fine, that's a decent enough ability. That's not what I really want. There's a reason why I've never used that guy character. avoid the top part. We can just go straight right then. Here's a treasure enemy. I don't think they drop the highest level of treasure though, so that's why I'm not really focusing on them. I think they're only in this like first area part, but they give a ton of experience. That was 27,000. It's like you can actually look in the bestiary at what their drop tables are. Like, this is the small ones, they drop up to level 6. Whereas these guys, they drop level 9 on all 3 of them, which is the highest level loot table. So which one's the big one? Is it 132? Which one was this? I think it's this guy. They drop level 7, so they don't drop the highest level either. Are you the big guy? Maybe. You drop 7. No, it's this guy's the big guy. These guys drop up to the highest level challenge, 1, 2. I'm just gonna see what the other enemies can drop. Which ones are the high level ones? So, this is the last area's big boss. These guys can drop level 4, which is kinda dumb. These guys can drop 7. These guys can drop up to 8, which is actually pretty good. These guys, just like these guys, can drop 8. So there's only a few that can drop level 9, which is the unfortunate thing. Oh, there was another boss in this area, that's right. That was the big one of these guys. These are the small ones. They can drop 6. The big ones can drop level 9 too. So if we find a big one of these guys, they can also drop level 9. So basically, the red enemies have a chance of being the boss-size monsters, but it's only a chance. So I guess if we see just red enemies, we should hunt them down anyway, because they have the possible loot tables. I don't think the purple guys have any chance of having the boss monsters in them. Well, now that clears out that, so we're back to where we were at, but we can dip into here and there's probably a boss in there. Yeah, see, this wasn't. Though I guess if I was farming the boss, I could probably run and rejoin until it gives me what I want to fight. Let's check it out. There's a base right here. You got materials. There is a boss in here. Such a boss. We wanted to level up a little higher, so that's what we're doing. We didn't actually have to open that door because that would have connected to it, by the way. But we have plenty of extra keys. And I don't think I would have been able to do it from this run as effectively otherwise. I think there's 2 more bosses, maybe 3. They're all in this little last area. So I guess we'll do a little exploration in that and just sort of get the final bosses. It'll be a little easier to kill the enemies anyway. So we don't need to be in this base for like what exploration purposes, but we're gonna have to basically deal with it for at least a round. At least until we get enough food to move. Oh, hello boss. We'll play with you. One 4X was probably still gonna kill someone on the first turn, but we can't hide from 4Xs forever. What we can do is we can switch things around here a little bit. Maybe if I keep the extensive throw on, it might piss him off enough to attack this character instead. I'm gonna switch to making drugs to lower their danger level. We're just gonna roll with this for a second. Yeah, I had a feeling it was gonna kill them, unfortunately. Look at all those debuffs. Too bad they didn't last, did they? That's why you want to have that pilgrimage stamp on. So at least none of them are actually doing that 4X move again, so we can easily turn around and revive. We're already doing it, but we are gonna need more drugs where we're going. Can switch off of this. Yeah, we got one more turn of this. I'm gonna save it till our main damage dealer is back in business. So instead we are going to go back to slashing. But I can switch to Saw Blade instead to lower someone's defense, I guess. That's right, focus them down. That's a good idea. I agree. I approve. Good. Now what are they doing? None of it's the 4X? I think we're A-okay right now. I don't think things went well for you this turn. This round would be real bad if they got to attack. Fortunately, we're not going to let them. Goodbye. What do we get? Okay, we already had these ones, but they are high-level ones. Fair enough. Shuriken's a new thrown item, I'm sure. We never got this one before. A weapon used by ninjas, very difficult to handle, useful both as a melee weapon and a thrown weapon. So this is probably another version of this. This is level 5. This is also level 5. This has double execution and dual wielding. This one has... This is just not as good. That's unfortunate. This is way better. I guess this does less attacks too. That's just unfortunate. I guess it uses different skills though. So that could matter. Wow, you actually survived to a second round. Look at that. Oh, I figured out how to attack me. Oh, it's a Snip Snap. These guys are a little rare here. Dragon Slayer is a new one. This might be a better sword. We'll see. No? You're actually a gun? Interesting. A particularly large handgun is fully automatic and has earned the nickname Dragon Slayer. Lots of bullets and marksman on it. Double magnums, okay. Fair enough. That might be the strongest of the guns. You got Dine and Dash, that makes you go faster and get better stats on agility, so that's probably fine. That's still a really funny name for a skill, though. Yeah, we wouldn't use that. Also not important for us. Justice is a pretty good passive skill. So now we can move to... here. We are going to explore this area, but we're also going to cut north to get that better treasure chest as well. So we're going to do both of these things. Oh good, another Zeus. Yeah, this is the area to the last boss, so like we are going to just let that do its thing. Let's come check this out. We're definitely going to explore everything else and level up before we try for it. I think the safes drop tables are a little too wide, because I have gotten good things from them, but it seems like they have like the whole range in them. Sure, let's open it. Step 1 foot inside. That's funny. We're gonna get some new skills at least. Max AP up, that's great. We want that. That's the perfect skill for you to get. You're gonna get first aid. That's whatever. That's fine. 70, treat injury. You didn't really need to get this one. I really wanted max AP on you, my guy. It's fine. It does mean this is semi-randomized, though. I thought it was. You got HP up, that's useful. So we've got enough levels on people that I can consider whether I want to keep them forever. For the final battle. Because like, you don't have AP up, you do have the healing aroma, which is really useful. But I can look at our other scientists to see if they got something similar. Like, you've got the healing aroma, and you might get something more useful. We can check them out to see if they get there. They have AP up, which is useful in several of the other passives, but they don't have that healing aroma. But I guess we could level them up to see if they get the other one. They have 2 more chances. What else do we have? I guess there's no downside to switching them out. They are at max level. Oh. Well, we can do that too, but let's re-equip them. Oh, you probably weren't using this. You were probably actually using, if I was to guess, Mechanical Mania. Although, with your HP, you probably need to use something a little different. I think there was another one that was more helpful for keeping you alive. Maybe? Nah, maybe that's the best one. Okay, so you are going to... You're gonna have an afterburner on. You're definitely going to have one of the drones. There's no point in having it be Zeus unless you're actually able to use it fully. I think there was one that had more than one? Am I crazy? I think there was one that had that, what I'm looking for. Maybe not. Maybe I'm misremembering it. I guess that's the one you're gonna wear. Okay. Where are we at? We are right here. Yep. You're just super squishy. We're just gonna have to deal with it. Maybe I should switch out their weapon now that I think about it. The other one was probably a safer bet. We don't need the flamethrower part of this anyway. That's what they were wearing. This was an older setup that I used to wear. So the afterburner is gonna actually be the parasite shield. That'll give him more HP at least. Oh, that's why I didn't do this. I see. We'll switch it out again next turn. That's why they really need the extra AP. Wow, you survived? Wild. Basically, it's a trade out for the ability to attack. Starbuckler is a little uncommon. We made it back. They're gonna probably level up incredibly fast, because they're probably the most behind character we had. Yep, that's at least 3 levels. Good. So they do gain more than 1 HP on some levels, because they did gain 4 HP from that. So they should become more survivable as they go on. I'm just hoping that their abilities end up being good ones. So I do hope for a replacement from the one we currently have, which was that mad scientist guy, because I would like to get a stronger character than that. That would be pretty helpful. He started out strong, but he didn't get all the abilities I was hoping for. If we get AP up on him, it's 100% better. Unsuccessful. Rude. Oh, it's the big guy. You're gonna do a lot of damage. But we are going to kill you, I think. Golden stick is pretty rare, but it's not something new. You might be another one. Nope, you were not. Maybe I'll start trying to aim for it. I want to try to force pop it. These guys can be the big guy, and that's what I want. I guess I'm willing to sacrifice the whole turn to see if I can force it to pop out. It's not looking like it wants to do it, though. Maybe it has like a preset of what one of the main enemies is gonna be, and it's just these guys. It's seeming like it, but I'm gonna give it one more try. Yeah, I guess so. So maybe it has a preset of one enemy it's gonna be, and then the other ones are random. Yeah, these are the mechanics that aren't obvious that they're happening. Okay, we maxed out Kotetsu. Got another notch on our stick. Maxed out the encyclopedia. We're gonna max out Mayday. Gonna max out a golden shield. Gonna max out this one as well. Golden shield's not really that useful to hold on to. There's better options at least. I guess I'll bite. We'll go through and actually clear it out, and then we'll move base locations. Oh, we'll take a double Aegis. That'll get us closer to maxing that one out as well. Oh, thank goodness we found another key. We were gonna run low. Oh, look at you being a secret wall. So we got another skill. EV pot's actually not too bad. That's a passive at least. What do we got going on? We're mostly done with this area. I do think Ingram's at least one we haven't maxed out, so that's something. do find it interesting that the first 3 areas were pretty easy to clear, but this 4th area just takes nearly 3 times as long as all of the other areas. There's just so many blocks to break through. Oh, look at you, another base. Got lots of materials. And another secret wall. In both directions. I was really hoping to finish this corner before the end of this turn. I don't think it's gonna happen, but we came really close. Maybe. There's still a chance, I guess. It's very close. Yeah, we did finish that area at least. So the only place technically unmapped is the Voss's arena. Which we're not going to rush because we have several characters we're trying to level up first. So that is something. So we got Treasure Hunter on our 3rd Stealer. That's fun. I'm gonna take a look at them to see what else they got going on. So they don't have AP up, so that definitely doesn't attract me that much. Their other skills are all passives though, which isn't bad. But they do have like gadgets, but they don't have a gadget to use on them. So that's a little unfortunate. Yeah, we're gonna go back up here to Kita Senju to start our runs, because we're gonna start doing more like level up runs. But yeah, I'm gonna take a break. Maybe I'll pick this up again in a little bit. You guys all have a good one, and I'll catch you later.